watching City County Sports, the Coach's Corner with Dan Crume, brought to you by Bobby Wilson Furniture, Penn Station East Coast Subs, Legends, 54 Pizza Express, Trophy House, and Via Media.
Hey folks, this is Barry Williams on Coach's Corner on Hometown TV, and I'm here today with Dan Crume, head coach of the Apollo Eagles. Dan, Friday night was a hot one. Talk about that game against Catholic.
Well, it was hot, and that's one of those things that we talked about, I know a lot of coaches in the area were concerned about the heat and it getting hot, right, because we did have such a nice July for practice weather and that type of stuff and getting acclimated to it. But, it's one of those things that you just have to persevere and push through on. And it's not just hot for you, it's hot for both teams, and it kind of becomes down to a matter of wills and who's going to push through it and mentally not let it affect you. And so that was the big thing with the Friday night, the heat and all that.
Well, tell me about the game. What did you think?
Well, we did a lot of good things. It was we saw a lot of positives. We went back and watched the film. We got some areas that we got to work on. We felt like that. Offensively, we did some things pretty well. We have to sustain drives a little bit better. We have to control the ball a little bit better. We had 2 picks. We can't afford to turn the ball over. Turnover battle is such a crucial statistic, and you turn it over twice, and we got a pick, set up our first score. So we got to take care of the football a little bit better defensively. We got to continue to work to pursue and tackle and gang tackle.
Well, who was your Penn Station sub player of the game?
Our Penn Station sub player of the game was Michael Rasco. Coming into the game all summer, we had a really nice quarterback battle between him and Brandon Alexander. They both competed very well, and we felt like Michael was the guy that would give us an opportunity to move the offense and do those, and he did it. He moved the ball around. He took command on the field. He showed great leadership, and and as a result, I think he threw for 175 yards or something, and just go back, work on a couple of the things like the 2 interceptions and some things like that. Outside of that, we felt like he played really well for us on Friday night.
Were there anybody else that stood out in your mind?
Yeah, Rates and Caleb Lewis played really well for us. They played well at receiver. We felt like we had some running backs that played pretty well. We felt like Keontre Green had played pretty well, Gerald McKenzie played pretty well, Tristan Patterson. So Corey Satterfield came on. That was a nice surprise for us. Corey did a really nice job. Up front, our offensive line, we felt like we did some good things up there, and those guys played well. So, Dylan Clark blocked well. He improved a lot over the last week, blocking, catching the ball. So offensively, we had that. Defensively, Tristan Patterson played well for us. Tristan played well, and Alex Westerman played well for us defensively. So, we got to build around those two and get them going and get everybody else kind of up to speed with them.
Well, we'll be back in just one moment. Stay tuned.
Hear ye, hear ye. To all who be gathered here, give voice and pay homage with the appropriate awe and adoration to King Bobby the First.
All hail the Furniture King.
My royal supplicants, lend your ears to this royal decree. Only I, King Bobby, offers the biggest savings on quality furniture and accessories.
'Tis only King Bobby who bestows upon his tri-state subjects the lowest prices on bedroom suits, living room suits, and love seats. Bobby Wilson's Home Furnishings in Owensboro.
Year after year, our Philadelphia cheesesteak is voted best tasting sub all around America. Join us in celebrating this founding father of flavor, this titan of taste, the often imitated but never duplicated Penn Station Philadelphia cheesesteak. Visit Penn Station today.
For over 50 years, the Trophy House has been helping celebrate the times of your life with our unique selection of trophies, awards, and plaques. No matter what the occasion, the Trophy House has an award or trophy to remember that special event in your life. The Trophy House will personalize your gift with our state-of-the-art engraving process that allows us to make each award unique. And when you want that specialized giveaway product, All American Advertising Specialties can personalize everything from shirts to pins to calendars. The Trophy House, 511 Frederica.
At 54 Pizza Express, our pizzas and sandwiches and pastas are all made fresh daily just for you. Fresh vegetables, delectable meats, rich tangy tomato sauce, and tons of rich mozzarella cheese. Wholesome ingredients, all carefully selected for their quality and taste. Just think about the delicious flavors bursting in your mouth from a fresh hot pizza made by 54 Pizza Express. Call, come in, or order online.
54 Pizza Express.
Hi, I'm Mason Head. I'm the coach of the Eagles soccer team at Apollo High School. This week's Legends Player of the Week for the Eagles soccer team is
Tabitha Mitchell. Tabitha had 34 saves for the week and held Christian County to a shutout during Week 1 action for the Eagles. Tabitha is also the team captain. This week's Legends Soccer Player of the Week is presented by Legends, outfitters of active people.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Tanner, head coach of the Apollo Eagles soccer team. This week's Eagles Legends Player of the Week is
Cordell Miller. Cordell scored 3 goals during Week 1 action for the Eagles. 2 goals came in the season-opening win against Dawson Springs. This week's Legends Soccer Player of the Week is presented by Legends, outfitters of active people.
Hey, we're back, friends, on City County Sports. Barry Williams with Coach Dan Crume, head coach of the Apollo Eagles. Well, I hate to keep harping on the heat, but what's that going to do? How's that going to affect your practices this week in preparations for Friday night?
Well, we're going to continue to work. The big thing is getting out in it and getting acclimated to it and getting, being able to perform in it and not letting it affect you. That's part of the acclimatization process is when you get out in the heat and you're actually working in the heat and doing what you can do, then that's where you start getting that acclimatization occurring. So big thing is getting out in it, practicing in it, and pushing mentally through dealing with it.
Okay, you got a big game against Owensboro Friday night. Let's talk about that one.
Well, they're a good football team. They played Davis County on Friday night and had a really nice game. They did a lot of nice things. They've got their backfield. They've got a lot of speed. They got a lot of speed at those positions, and it's one of those games that they can take one to the house any minute. So you have to be fundamentally sound defensively in attacking them. Offensively, the speed comes into factor too because they got some big kids up front on the defensive line, and then those guys occupy a lot of space and blockers, and so as a result, you gotta get out and let those guys run. So you got to get on your blocks. You got to stay on your blocks. You have good leverage on your blocks. So those are the things that we got to focus on this week heading into the game. They're a good team. They made a nice run in the playoffs last year. And they lost some kids, but they had obviously some sitting and coming up that are good quality players. So, Locker makes their offense go. He does a great job in commanding the offense and pushing, calling the shots. So, good football team, and we're gonna have to be ready to play.
Well, Coach, after a tough loss, how do you get your kids ready for the next game?
Well, the big thing is watch the film, start correcting the mistakes that you made, and start emphasizing, eliminating those mistakes as we go through, and making those corrections. So the first thing you do is make those mistakes, correct those mistakes, and then the next thing is continue to work your fundamentals, and the fundamentals is kind of what gets you through. So you have to get back and work your fundamentals and continue to get better at those.
Well, there you have it, fans. This has been Barry Williams on Coach's Corner on City County Sports with Coach Dan Crume, head coach of the Apollo Eagles. Remember, fans, come on out Friday night and support your Eagles. Thanks for watching.
You've been watching City County Sports, the Coach's Corner with Dan Crume. Brought to you by Bobby Wilson Furniture, Penn Station East Coast Subs, Legends, 54 Pizza Express, Trophy House, and via media. If you would like to be a sponsor of the Coach's Corner and show your school colors, call Rod at 270-683-1094.
Hi, I'm Mason Head. I'm the coach of the Eagles soccer team at Apollo High School. This week's Legends Player of the Week for the Eagles soccer team is
Tabitha Mitchell. Tabitha had 34 saves for the week and held Christian County to a shutout during Week 1 action for the Eagles. Tabitha is also the team captain. This week's Legends Soccer Player of the Week is presented by Legends, outfitters of active people.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Tanner, head coach of the Apollo Eagles soccer team. This week's Eagles Legends Player of the Week is
Cordell Miller. Cordell scored 3 goals during Week 1 action for the Eagles. 2 goals came in the season-opening win against Dawson Springs. This week's Legends Soccer Player of the Week is presented by Legends, outfitters of active people.
Year after year, our Philadelphia cheesesteak is voted best tasting sub all around America. Join us in celebrating this founding father of flavor, this titan of taste, the often imitated but never duplicated Penn Station Philadelphia cheesesteak. Visit Penn Station.